And it's crazy that you bring up the bud tenders, because that takes me into my next question, of course. You've met a lot of people. You've done a lot of different things. From my experience, from what I see, when you met Jardin, life, like, things went up. So explain the relationship with Jardin, maybe how it started and how it's going now.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, when we first heard about Jardin, I called it Jardin. You know, I was like, Jardin, you know, huge shout out. And like, I messed up hundreds of videos, by the way, you know. And then whenever I really started talking to the team, we're like, this is Jardin Cannabis Premium Dispensary. And then we started realizing the real pronunciation, how they like the advertising for the dispensary. And then with building the relationship with the dispensary for the awards, it was really incredible because they, you know, they came in as our diamond featured sponsor, where in the beginning, no one was really trying to get part of it, you know, as they are today. Where the beginning was a really hard time for us because we were coming up with all the capital and everything ourselves, which is fine. But whenever you have extra support from some of your featured sponsors, it makes such a huge, incredible difference. So when Jardin came as a diamond sponsor, we felt so much weight off our shoulders. Like, we felt we could bring in so much more to the team and everything, you know. And we have very strict budgets. And so when we make these events, we never overpromise anything. And that's the key to success. If you don't have the budget for it, do never, ever promise it. Never try to play with money that's in the air that you don't physically have. Because it's so many promoters in Las Vegas where you'll do a show in Las Vegas, you'll buy the venue, you'll buy the insurances, you'll buy everything you need, but then you F up because maybe you don't sell as many tickets as you thought. And now you just promised a headliner or someone in the industry way more money than you thought you were going to be able to have. And I've seen this before here in Las Vegas and around the world, where you have a promoter that'll give you half of your money down and then you don't get paid the rest of your money after you perform. And this is a huge issue that I've seen. And the remarkable thing is with All Access Vegas is not only do we pay you 50% of your money when we make the agreement, we actually give you your 50% before you even perform. What about if you have your pocket full of money and now you go on stage? Don't you think that artist might want to perform a little longer? Don't you think that artist is going to have more energy, more like ready to go? And that's the key to success, is make sure you take care of your team. It doesn't matter if it's a headliner. It could be someone with 200 followers and you promise them something. Don't F up relationships, you guys. You got to keep really strong relationships. I don't care if it's a model. I don't care if it's a photographer, a videographer. Be a man of your word or a woman of your word. If you tell them something, stick to it. Don't overpromise, please, you guys, because I've seen this a lot. So when an artist asks me for too much money, I say, I want to thank you for your time, but that's not within our budget of the festival. Be proud of it. Let people know, like, hey, not this time, but hey, maybe in the future we could afford you. You know, there's some celebrities I see and I'm like, dude, honestly, I'd be honored to have you, but I don't want to disrespect you and give you an unfair price for what you're worth, you know? So stick with artists that are in your budget. If they're out of your budget, never overpromise anything, you guys. So keep that in mind with coming to festivals.